everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be customizing countertop samples that I have, just like this countertop. I think we should just get into it, so yeah. Okay, so I have these countertops that I actually got when I was picking out my countertop as well as the one in our kitchen, so I have a bunch of these and I saw someone customize them as well. Since I have a bunch, I thought I'd do the same thing because I wanted to use them for some sort of craft instead of just letting them go to waste. So as you can see, I'm painting on some little colorful flowers with some silver. Moving on to the next one, which is a white tiger. Kind of looks like a polar bear dog or something at first, but after I add the stripes, you can tell it looks more like a white tiger. I love them. I think they're so pretty and crisp, and I don't know if crisp is the right word to use, but I'm going to be adding on a fur texture now, and I've challenged myself to only use my 2-layer paint pens for this. I don't know why, I just thought it'd be interesting because I have quite a few, and I really like the colors on them. Going over a second coat on this white tiger, try to get a more opaque color so there's no black showing through. And for this one, I actually used the tile sample or countertop sample, whatever you want to call it, as its name for this tiger, which the countertop sample was called Gala something, so I decided to name this little white tiger Gala, which I think is kind of a pretty name suiting for this little tiger. I think it's quite cute, and now adding on some gold details as well as writing her name on the top. Now I'm going to be going on to a different one, and as you can see, if you can see, it's kind of hard to see, but see, I have a different nail color on, which is supposed to be watermelon color, but it kind of looks like Christmas color. And speaking of watermelon, this is a watermelon cat popsicle, because it is summer, and I really felt like doing something summer related, so this I thought was quite summery and summer stuff, and so I'm adding on some eyes and some little seeds as freckles, and some watermelon texture to it, and just adding detail. And then I added some like waves in the background as well as a little sun, shaking up that paint pen. This one really didn't want to get an opaque color, but that doesn't really matter. I got it to work. I'm going to be adding a black outline, which really made it pop. I wasn't originally going to add the black outline, but once I did, I really like this one more. It's probably my favorite one so far. Well, I did like Gala though. I'm not a huge fan of that flowery one though. But moving on to the next one, I have this mermaid squishy, which, oh, sorry, sweetie, I just dropped her. I'm going to be painting this mermaid squishy that I made a long time ago onto the countertop sample because I said I wanted to do some more summery patterns, and mermaids are summer stuff, and water, I don't know. So I'm using this countertop sample, which kind of looks just white, but it actually has a slight sand kind of texture to it. So I added a big rock, adding some shadows and details, and then adding the mermaid. The skin tone isn't exactly like the original, but you're pretty limited with paint pens on what color you can use, so I do like the skin tone. And then adding the hair and going in with the tail. I didn't have any metallic paint pens because the original tail was metallic, but I ended up just going for the same kind of color, just not metallic, but I do like it. So you can get 2-layer metallic paint pens, but I just don't have them at the moment, so I just use this, and it does look pretty cool. This is a sad mermaid is what I call her. I don't know, I just made up this character about 2 or 3 years ago, and I don't know, I really like this sad mermaid. Because I tried different faces on her when I was originally making her, and for some reason the sad face was the only face that worked for her, so I just kept it. And this is my first time ever bringing her back since I made her, which I like her, so I don't know why I've really never brought her back before, but I do really like her, and her seaweed bun and her little face is so sad but so cute. I kind of feel bad that I gave her a sad face, but that's just how she's doing. Adding some highlights and then just doing touch-ups, and then I'm going to also be adding a little rock in the background. I just thought it kind of needed something else in it, so then I added some waves, like the beach is right behind her well, she's on the beach, but then the water is kind of splashing up behind her kind of thing. And here are all the countertop sample customizations I've made today. I really like how these came out. I want you to comment down below which one's your favorite. And yeah, I think these are pretty cute. I only had my signature to them, but just zoom in on that sad face. But I think these are cute. And then I'm going to be adding a Mod Podge varnish onto it because the paint does chip on these and I don't want that to happen. So this just helps to keep in the paint from chipping. And here they are after the clear coat. They don't look much different, but they will be protected and will no longer chip. Also, I've made some of these in the past, including this little turtle one, this dolphin one, and this ice cream, this cake one, this little wolf one, as well as this little cat one. So I've made 10 of these in the past, well, 10 in total, and I'm going to be hanging them up using these little clips I made a little while ago. They're just little wooden pieces, and then I put little wire on them and made them look all cute and fancy, which, I don't know, I think they're cute. They're just little wooden pieces with some wire, and now I'm going to be hanging them onto my wall, just popping that right on there, and it's hanging on the sad mermaid, just like so. And here they are all hung up around my window. It kind of frames the window, and I don't know, these are pretty cute. I have lots of countertop samples left, so if you'd like more of these videos, I can make more. And you can hang up more on these hooks. They're pretty strong. They're not the strongest hooks ever, but you know, that's okay. Also, you can see my keychains are hanging up from one of my recent videos. But yeah, I do like how these look hung up in my windows, and I hope you do too. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone!